So y'all, let's jump into it. So Lizzo wanted to speak on her album and her album sales, and this is something that she has said.
Like, but aren't you proud of yourself? And I was like, yeah, I actually am proud of myself. Yeah. It was like 24 hours of my life where I based my success and my worth on a number. Mm-hmm. And I think that was soul crushing. And I had to remind myself. I was like, oh my God, like, thank God for Solana. SZA called me. She just called me. She was like, hey, you're on my mind. And I was like, am I a failure? And she was like, oh my God, no. She was like, she's so sweet. And I like meditated and I prayed on it, and I was like, this is why I don't judge myself, my success or my impact on numbers. This is why I don't do that, because it's soul crushing if you do. Because I could turn around and then, you know, you look at the thing and it's like, oh, 1 billion streams. Oh, diamond record. And I'm like, but I can't judge my success on that either, because that goes away. So I had to reframe and be like, but aren't you proud of yourself? And I was like, yeah, I actually am proud of myself. Yeah. It was like 24 hours.
Okay, so I wanted to speak on this because, to be honest with you, she had said something about this a couple of weeks ago also. She kind of like came on the internet and was basically, you know, expressing herself and how she felt about how the critics and different people was trolling her about her album sales, because of course her album sales did not do as good as her first album. Basically, she's not having as much success now. Before she even started promoting, she was already kind of letting it be known, like I think the record label really wasn't trying to push it, or they wasn't putting money behind it. And then she was all outside with paint and, you know, and booty shorts and, you know, clothes, and putting posters up of her upcoming album all on, you know, the walls and different type of stuff, and handing out flyers like she was running for president or anything like that. So she was trying to do a lot of promotion on her own. And once the album did come out, it didn't sell good. Like, I think it was, honestly, don't quote me, but I want to say it was like 3,000 copies or something like that. And she was just feeling discouraged because, you know, she just feeling like, well, hey, you know, am I hot? Like, you know, what more? She feel like, Tyrese, what more do you want from me? But in reality, this is how I feel about the situation when it comes down to these artists and stuff like that. It's the same thing when it comes down to content creator. You still have to push no matter what. Because once you lose your passion, once you lose, you know, your motivation in something that you cared about, it's kind of like maybe you do need to look into other stuff. I'm not telling her, or I feel like she should give up. First of all, you never know what people are looking for. And a lot of people was trolling her also because they feel like that she was like trying to, you know, make some type of controversy and beef before her album came out, and they feel like she was trying to comfort Nicki. She kind of made some remarks. I can't really get into that because, like I was up here and say, I don't know if Nicki said something about her or she tried to start with Nicki and Nicki replied it. Whichever the case was, a lot of people feel like, see, you was too busy worried about, you know, trying to make some beef or whatever, and thinking that that was going to make your, you know, album sales go or have people talking about you, then, and it came out and it was a flop. Now, I ain't gonna lie, I love Lizzo music. And like I said, to each his own. I actually love Lizzo music. But we are in a day of time where a lot of people, they like what they like. You never know what is really like gonna be booming and stuff like that. And I'm just gonna be honest with y'all, I think it's not nobody out here that, even when they have multiple albums, I don't think it's no artist that I can think of that their other albums, like they second, third, fourth album, was better than their first one. I'm just being honest. I don't think I can't. I mean, y'all can drop it below and tell me if y'all feel like it's an artist that always, you know, kind of like top their first album. But that first album is like when they in grind mode. It's like it's more relatable. It's more this. It's just more raw and uncut because they're hungry. They're anxious for it. So when it comes down to Lizzo, I mean, you know, she's feeling a certain type of way because she was at a high at a high, you know, level when she came out. You know what I'm saying? She was, you know, people wanted her to come and people wanted her to perform, and she was this, you know, voluptuous, you know, big woman that was like, you know, with a flute and twerking and this and that. So I feel like that right now she's being discouraged, but it's kind of like you cannot let people get to you. Cause yeah, one day you gonna be hot, one day you not. And it's kind of like you definitely need to savor the moment. And I feel like she is now. I ain't gonna lie, I feel like it's becoming a pity party when it comes down to her talking about her album. Okay, it didn't do good, move on. When I say move on, it's like keep promoting. You know what I'm saying? Like keep shouting out the people that are just keep performing where you know where you're loved and you're wanted at. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the reason why people will become true fans and stuff like that. Like, don't sit up here and keep dwelling on, oh, my album sales wasn't good and should I give up and this and that. It's like now you looking for validation. Like, man, head up, chest out. Head up, chest out. Like, you know, like if you gonna be over here throwing a pity party or feeling like people should feel some type of way about your album sales, and you know, like don't look into it. Now you giving the haters a reason why, oh, okay, that's cool. Like we basically, you know, our purpose is done. You know what I'm saying? Like we got her in her feelings. You know what I'm saying? We got her feeling a certain type of way. And I just feel like that. Like, come on, Lizzo. I love Lizzo, but girl, don't do another interview, you know, pouting about these album sales. Do you think that you're the only artist that literally has not been as successful as they once was? It's a lot of one-hit wonders. At least you're not a one-hit wonder. At least you wasn't, you know what I'm saying? I see you still trying to put yourself out there and going to different type of stuff or whatever. Some people do have a moment where they at the highest level, and then next thing you know, it's like, dang, where that person go? Now, if you still want to stay relevant, stay relevant. But don't sit up here and pout on the things that you cannot control. And let's just look at it like this. I remember somebody putting something out there, like when it comes down to followers and stuff like that, that was like, don't ever get discouraged on, you know, followers or just, you know, people that support you and stuff like that. Like, let's just say you got 100 followers. That's 100 people watching you. Just imagine you on stage and 100 people in the audience watching you. If you got 1,000, that's 1,000 people watching you. If you got 10,000, like, you see what I'm going with this? Like, just imagine you being on stage and then you look in the audience and it's like this many people is looking at you and they came for you. That's how you have to look at your support. The same thing happened to Sweetie. If y'all don't remember, Sweetie had the same thing. She was hot. She was coming out. Now, I don't know what Sweetie got going on, but at the end of the day, like I said, and say, like, if this is your passion, if this is your craft, Lizzo, just stay encouraged. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, don't sit up here and keep on dwelling on the fact that your album sales wasn't good. And, you know, and people are messing with your mental and, oh, I wanna give up, and should I give up? Because it's like now you want people to buy the album off of sympathy. Like, oh, yeah, you know, hype me up. Nah, hype up yourself. Take it, you know what I'm saying? Take it to God. But what do you guys think about that? Do you guys feel like that basically record sales really determine if a artist is good? Or do you feel like that if an artist do not make a certain type of record sales, or if they're not as successful as they was, should they give it up? Should they hang it up, flat screen? Should they just realize that they're not the hottest thing going right now? Like, what are you guys' opinion on that?